day. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that in the pipe.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Packers.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete to
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 9. First down, Green Bay. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
2nd and 15. They fake the give. Now Rodgers going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time, and they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. A lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 3, Packers nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Slant to Adams, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The numbers for Adams in last week's game: 6 catches, 66 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to Dillon on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Falcons' 42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
We'll call this play significant.
A give to the former Houston Cougar, Kenneth Farrow. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 22, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Packers nothing.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. That he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24, and a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
No! We got to do our job, man!
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now Farrow. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess.
Rodgers.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Packers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
48-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A long ways to go here on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 34-22, that was your final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Chargers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score on garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They run once more with Dillon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. On third down, here's Peyton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll check it down, complete to Dillon.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The ball carrier.
14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll make this a second and long.
Second down.
On second and 15 now. Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 15.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one. and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The quick slant caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
By the Packers. They'll take over first.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Now Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Third down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He has been on his A game where the third quarter, he's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Funchess has it complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Rodgers now on first down. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And that'll bring up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Rodgers to throw on third down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Devontae Adams.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Amos on the tackle. A gain of 4.
Second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Scotty Miller.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Unbelievable.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A slant to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
7.
Throwing here on first down. This one caught by Ridley.
First down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
At the 27-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.